Alright, so this is going to be a tutorial on how to do the skip in Run It Bayou that skips the entire auto-scroller section with the armadillo. Yeah. And obviously this is only viable for any percent and all timelines. Of note, it also works in no Dillo Dallying, which is the alternate version of this level. So if you are doing an all timelines run, or if for whatever reason you have to reset either level in all clear gems, then you can use it for that purpose also. But this is mostly used for Run It Bayou in any percent. I would recommend grabbing the mask at the beginning of the jetboard section right before this, like I have here, because there are some parts of this skip where you are under reasonable threat of taking damage. And if you die during this skip, it is a very, very big time loss. So it's worth the extra second or two it takes to grab that mask just to not lose almost a minute. So basically, all you have to do is you want to come up here, and then there's a part on this wall back here where when you reach a certain height, it stops being solid. And you can use a slide jump to get over that barrier. So just slide jump. And then there you saw I landed on it, and now you're out of bounds. So there's a really weird collision going on here, but basically you're able to run on this water. There's a specific spot you have to hit in order to fix the camera. It's about where this barrel and this like giant wooden pole are, but you don't want to go too close to them, because if you get too close to them, the water no longer becomes walkable on, and you'll just fall into the water and die. So generally you want to be like around here, and then you'll see the camera resets itself. And from here you just slide spin across. You do have to be careful of one thing, and that's this crocodile. He can actually hurt you if you touch him, so if he's like in your way, you just jump over him. Or you just go into the background to get around him. So there's a specific lining you want to hit before you get to the last section, and it's about... You see I'm under this giant tree. You want to be about in line with the trunk, like right here. And then from here, you just keep sliding across. And if you do it correctly, you'll automatically trigger getting onto the jetboard. If not, then you won't. But yeah, you saw there I was starting to jump onto the jetboard. And from here, when you land on the jetboard, you want to hold down and left. And this will eventually reset the camera. And you might have to wiggle with it a little bit. But generally, down and left is about what you want to do to fix the camera. So, like that. Alright, so this is the part that's really scary, and why you want to keep the mask, is that some things, when you do this skip, don't load properly, and in Crash 4, when something's deloaded, it doesn't actually not exist. So, you'll see that normally there's a bunch of, like, nitros that are dropped by the giant, like, fat bats, and there's like some mines that aren't normally here. They still exist, you just can't see them. And that's why I think the mask is really important here. If you go straight down the center, you should be able to dodge most of it, but sometimes, you know, you'll just accidentally graze one of them anyway. Oh, I do not want to exit the level. But yeah, so basically, just go down the center, and then you see where the lighting changes there. If you do that, you should be able to dodge everything. And then from here, you just go all the way to the end of the level. But yeah, that's the Run It Bayou skip. It's a pretty big time save. It's one of the scarier skips just because it is a very, very bad one to mess up. But overall, it's not too bad, so I would highly recommend it if you're learning any percent. And yeah, thanks for watching.